Florida's Gulf Coast, protection and service meet looking beyond the badge. In 2024, Gulf Coast State College digital media students teamed up with the Panama City Police Department to create a new generation of recruitment videos, stories built for the community by the community. This collaboration united media students, unmanned vehicle specialists, law enforcement officers, and faculty, all with one goal: shaping the future of policing through transparency, storytelling, and connection. Panama City's growth has shaped a new conversation, one that focuses on listening, visibility, and trust. Officers now work side by side with citizens, educators, youth groups, and local organizations to build bridges that last.
So I first heard about this project through Professor O. She reached out to me and said that there was an opportunity coming up that she thought I might be interested in, and that it was going to be a collaboration with the Panama City Police Department, and we're going to be doing some off-campus stuff, and I thought it sounded like a great learning opportunity.
I was asked if I could bring some of my personal equipment from home to help film some of the operations that they were doing. So I said that I was more than welcome to do it in my free time.
I was primarily involved with helping with the recruitment video for the gun range scene, so a lot of videography there, as well as some audio work with the boom mic.
The project that we worked on with the Panama City Police Department is one that actually came about through my predecessor and mentor. Dr. Erica Goins used to work here in the digital media program, and she was one of the ones that had really great community ties locally here based on some of the work that she had done post-Hurricane Michael. A lot of times when there's extreme weather circumstances, we play very nicely with some of our local law enforcement over at the Emergency Operations Center, and so there's a really nice collaboration that happens there.
So the primary role that I played in this project involved going off campus with a camera and filming some promotional stuff. I went to a shooting range where they were practicing and got some shots there. We did some stuff with the SWAT team as well. And yeah, it just primarily involved going off campus, meeting up with people, setting up shots, and doing the best we could.
So I was mostly in charge of filming. I also was kind of in charge of seeing where people are going, because we split into multiple groups during the filming process. So some people would go into the actual police department itself to interview some of the officers, while me and some of the other students were filming on site. So I was just kind of making sure that everybody knew where they were going to be at while they were filming. But my main priority was to make sure that I was getting the shots that I needed to get.
When we first got into the project with the police department, I think one of the biggest things that I wanted the students to be able to get from this was a real, tangible experience. I think we talk a lot in the classroom about the theoretical side of what we do, the concepts and the textbook and the approach about knowing in concept what a lot of the cameras and equipment do, but we lose sight of some of the practical application. And so going into this, I knew I really wanted the students to get a hands-on approach. I wanted them to be able to show up on site, get to work, and leave at the end of the day knowing that they accomplished something new that they maybe hadn't done before.
So the most rewarding part about collaborating with the police department for me was the chance to get out there and get out of my comfort zone. And I haven't done a lot of off-campus shoots with Gulf Coast, so this was one of my first major times doing that. And yeah, it forced you to get out of your comfort zone and get outside and get creative, so I really appreciated that. At one point, it was really funny while they were clearing this building, they were moving as a unit, being left room clear, right room clear. And I was they told me just try to stay 15 feet in front of us. And so I was kind of just trying to do that, but also stay out of the way. And at one point I was kind of leaning up against a wall to give them room to move forward. And they're calling out the rooms, and they're right room, right behind that guy. And I was no, I messed up their drill.
I would say the most rewarding part was getting to look behind the curtains to what the training process is for someone in that position. I thought that was an interesting thing to watch.
I really enjoyed the time when we were downtown because I got to watch the officers communicate with people at Panama City. It wasn't like intimidating, because sometimes when you see a heavy police presence, a lot of people are intimidated by the fact that they're there. But they were just going around talking to people at the coffee shop, just chilling, just making sure that their presence was known, but not in a way that came off as like berating or like worrisome to the others. I thought it was cool to see actual community being built, especially in the downtown part of Panama City.
Hi.
The UVS program is the Unmanned Vehicle Systems program from Gulf Coast State College. They work with unmanned vehicles of all types, whether it be aerial, ground vehicles, or water vehicles. With a drone, you're able to just get an above-ground view that you wouldn't be able to get with like a handheld camera. You can kind of fly at different areas that maybe you couldn't walk to. One thing that stuck out to me was just the police's interaction with the dogs. It's like I'm a really big dog person, so it was really cool to see how they interact with each other and get along and work together. This collaboration really helped me think differently about the field by giving me the expertise of working with the community, working with the local police, and it was just a really good opportunity to not only expand my experience, but to also work with the community and provide community outreach.
The students weren't just observers. They led creative direction, scripting, production planning, and emerging technology support, capturing angles that traditional media often cannot reach. From aerial operations to close-quarter documentary interviews, the project mirrored industry-level production from day one. The recruitment series highlights specialized units many never get to see up close: canine operations, crime scene investigation, community policing, marine patrol, and more. Each assignment represents a different story, a different skill set, and a different way of serving the people of Bay County.
I would say the thing I learned with working across different degree programs is, again, communication, is getting with them on their level and making sure that they understand what you want from them and vice versa, because sometimes you want the same thing, but you have different ways of saying it. So just making sure everybody knows what the other person's talking about, I think, is really important.
We had the drone guys out there getting their shots in combination with us working out there, and that was really fun to get to see them do their thing. I really enjoyed working with them. I also got to work with some of the bachelor students, which was really nice because they've been around in the program just a little bit longer than I have, so they were able to give me advice and teach me some things along the way.
The communication between the UVS team and the digital media team was pretty critical, but we were able to really communicate well, and we didn't have any issues. Everything went really smooth.
Knowing that even though my work seemed like it was on a smaller scale, it was for a bigger picture. Some of the stuff that I filmed had to get edited by somebody, and then that had to get sent to the web development program to put into their website. Just knowing that all of the stuff that everybody is doing in their different respective departments would come together to make a collaborative project was cool to see.
Getting to be able to build an environment where the students could kind of collaborate together where they otherwise wouldn't have seen each other was really nice. But it was very apparent early on that the communication and expectation of how things needed to happen was going to need to be learned. It wasn't necessarily a challenge, but we knew that our camera operators that came from digital media had one expectation and terminology that they were accustomed to, and there was a completely different jargon and set of vocab for our UVS students. The collaboration eventually found some nice flexibility, but it took a little bit of learning to get there.
It means a lot to me personally to see my work make some sort of impact on the community. This community has really embraced me since I moved here, so it feels really good to be able to give back, especially in a way that involves digital media, because that is my passion. So to me, I think it's great. I love seeing my work impact the community in any way.
It means a lot. I would say that it's really cool to be able to see basically that what you do matters, that what you do has an effect on how other people are perceived. I would say videos like this are really important for giving potential new recruits a perspective on like what kind of work they're actually going to be doing and what kind of training is required in order to get into that field. So I think being able to accurately show that is really important.
No, I really like being able to, obviously say that I was a part of doing something, not in a braggadocious way, but being able to see that my work didn't just kind of fall flat after I pressed record. It just didn't stay on the SD card. It actually made it off the SD card and made a difference. Hopefully it's being used to like educate others on how to join the police academy and what the police academy actually does, because it was educational to me too, actually going to the site itself and seeing what they were doing. Obviously you see them doing their job all the time, but you don't see the behind the scenes of what they're doing in the office and what they're doing to practice to do their job accurately. So it was very inspiring to see that my work is being used to educate and inform the general public of Panama City.
I think one of the key pillars of what the digital media program stands to achieve for our students is to have a sense of readiness and confidence, not just in their technical skill set with the equipment, but also with the work that they take with them beyond the classroom. We pride ourselves that every assignment that they could work on in the classroom is something that they could build and add to their portfolio and then apply for work after they graduate and have something of substance to provide to the world, as opposed to just a theoretical approach to what we do. Meeting a nice blend for our mission with what we do here is making sure that they are ready for the career field beyond the classroom, but also ensuring that they have a really good time doing it.
Hey, what's good? What's good?